You got to take that. Yeah, you think I wasn't gonna slide on you just when you thought I was just talking about black people. I just slid on you right there. You missed it, didn't you? I got you. 44 states with child marriage. Who you think passed the laws? It's your country after all. Pretty sure it was white people. So for all you little racist white people, for all you little racist white people that think this country is so great and grand, you know the type. Conservative and racist and beautiful, but racist. How about now when you got 44 states with child marriage? I know you don't like it. And you don't like the fact that we ain't had nothing to do with it. You see what the white man, you see what his situation is? Let me tell you what his situation is. Right about now. He can't blame black people for that, can he? He could talk about all the drug selling. He could talk about all the stuff going on, right? But he can't blame black people for why he got 44 states with child marriage. And you know black people, based on our culture, you know we are not marrying no children. Black people? I'm talking about normal black people that go to cookouts and play spades. Them type. That's a 7. You think they marrying black people? Children. You think fish frying, spade playing, old school music listening, funk music listening to black people are thinking about marrying children? While they having a barbecue, you think they thinking about marrying children? While they at the cookout, you think they worried about marrying children? See, white people call it a barbecue. I call it a cookout. We call it a cookout. While black people at the cookout, you think they worried about marrying children? Yeah, see, you got your wish. It's your country after all. Yeah, you can have it now. You got 44 states with child marriage and you trying to make me a leader? You are a fool. You are a fool. You got 44 states with child marriage and it's the white American community. Oh yeah, that's the next thing we hitting on. That's the next thing I'm hitting on. I already did a video. It was not black Americans, African Americans, that made these laws that allows adults to marry children in 44 states. Oh, you think black people did that? Let's go beyond African Americans. Do you think Mexicans did that? You think they had something to do with 44 states with child marriage? Now we gotta be specific. We gotta be specific. We gotta be specific, right? Did Mexicans do something? Did Mexicans start have a part in 44 states with child marriage? Did the Latinos have something to do with 44 states with child marriage? Did the Asians have anything to do with 44 states with child marriage in America? Now you see where I'm going with this? Now you know that's not true. So the Asians had something to do with it. They either did or they didn't. It's not anything weird and crazy in between. Did they have something to do with it or not? Did the Asians have something to do with 44 states married children in America? Yes or no? Okay then. You pretty clear on that. You know no Asians did not have anything to do with that. But here you are punching them around town. The Indians, Native Americans. The Native Americans have something to do with 44 states with child marriage? Huh? The Native Americans didn't have nothing to do with that, did they? Did the Indians that come from India, that's here in America, did they have anything to do with 44 states with child marriage? Did they have anything to do with the child marriage here? I'm taking everybody away from the white man so he can see himself. Did the Jamaicans have something to do with 44 states with child marriage? They didn't, did they? Pretty sure it wasn't no Jamaican politicians that got that into action and into law here in America. 44 states with child marriage, they ain't had nothing to do with it either, did they? Who's left? You know who's left? The white man. The white community, the white Americans. No, we have to put the blame where it is. It is a race thing in this situation. It is. It ain't no race card. It's the facts. The Asians didn't do it. I covered it. Do I need to go over it again to make you look stupid? Did the Jamaicans have something to do with it? Did the Asians have something to do with it? Did the Mexicans have something to do with it? The Hispanics or the Latinos, they had something to do with it? You think they would allow America to marry children? You think they had something to do with that? Yeah, racist white man. It is your country after all. You want me to tell you what your country is doing? They're marrying children. And you're prideful in that? You can do a Nazi salute with that being said? You look like a complete idiot doing a Nazi salutes and your country is marrying children. That's cornballs, man. I don't have time for it. It's cornballs. You are cornballs to me. I don't care what kind of guns you got. I don't care what you do. You are marrying children in your country and ain't no real men doing it. Good or evil men. Ain't no real man marrying no children. You, after all, guess who's the boy? You. I don't know no real masculine man to say, yeah, I want to marry one. I want to marry a child. Yes, yeah. I'm going downtown to marry me a child. That's what I want to do. I want to go downtown to marry me a child. I want to go downtown to marry me a child. Any real man saying that? So what that make them then? That's what I'm saying. What that make them? Real men? I don't care how much you work, and I don't care how much you down me for not working. You are beneath me. You are beneath me. Ain't no real men marrying no children under no circumstances. I mean, going through with the paperwork for crying out loud. Imagine that. And you more of a man than me? Okay. I'll let you tell it, bro. Everybody got their job and position in this society, don't they? This is mine. And this is why I'm more of a man than you. Oh, I know you thought I just picked it up and tried to make myself a man with it. You thought I'm trying to make a gimmick of it. Hey, I'm just naturally inclined to do what I do. I got a reputation of credibility for being this man that I am right now. Yeah, I got a credibility for it. Just in case you thought I hopped on it like a gimmick, I got credibility concerning it. I got people who knew me for doing this 10 years plus ago. Oh, you didn't know that, did you? It's people that can vouch that I've been a teacher over 10 years. Yeah, you didn't know that, did you? And you're supposed to teach me something. Oh, I let you thought that. I say it like that. I let you thought that. See, sometimes, well, yeah, most of the times actually, warfare is all about deception. Well, it is. If you let your enemy know you're coming, then he can get ready for you and kill you all. But sometimes you're so powerful, when you're in the kingdom of God, I don't have to deceive you. We don't have to deceive you. I don't have to use that war tactic of deception. If you come, you die. That's all I got to say. God is going to put you in the grave. You're going to be in the grave. When you sitting up here marrying children and what you're doing here, that's a death sentence already. What you doing here? You got 44 states with child marriage. Boy, if you don't get out here, we'll kill you. I'm talking about these crazy racist people, these pious politicians. I'm gonna let God kill you. Oh, I'm a prophet. You didn't know I had the power to do it, did you? I know Christians told you, who do he think he is? You know why? Because they weak. They're not spiritual. They're not spiritual. You know what? They're Americanized by your country. Oh, those ain't no, they're going to heaven, bless their hearts. They're going to heaven, but they're not nearly the Christian they should be now, are they? Oh, they're going to heaven, but they're not the Christian they should be. They're not effective. Are they getting people saved out here? Do you see them evangelizing like they used to? That's a 7. Do you see Christians out? When the last time you seen a Christian evangelizing? Think about it now. And you taking their opinions of me into consideration. You tripping. They're a shell of what they used to be. They're washed up. Many of them are. And you sitting up here trying to get them to counsel you concerning me. Hey, I'm tell you something. God gives his power, his prophets power. That's who I am. You want me to prove it biblically? You got the prophet Elisha, who cursed 42 children. Yeah, ask the preachers about it. It's the most undesirable topic that they want to talk about because they can't explain why it happened. They can't tell you why God let them do it. They can't tell you why it's the man of God that did it and God let it happen. That's a 7. It doesn't work in their philosophy of God doing everything and who do he think he is. It don't work in the favor of that philosophy, do it? Oh, that's good right there. That's good right there. I know you hate me, but I'm telling the truth. It doesn't work in the favor of that philosophy that God does everything and his servants just sit there. Okay, then why Elisha? Explain to me, preachers. I'm challenging preachers. Explain to me why the prophet Elisha was able to curse 42 children and they died. And God didn't say he was going to do it, now did he? That's the Bible, buddy. That's not my opinion. God didn't say he was going to do that to those children, did he? The man of God had the power and God honored it. He honored that power. He honored his decision. That's a 7. Well, God didn't say, when you go up to Bethel, I'm going to curse these children that's going to be taunting you. God did not tell him that. God is very specific. God has sent angels with instructions to servants of God. So explain to me why God didn't say nothing to the prophet Elijah before he got there, and why he didn't send no angels to him to tell him what he was going to do, what God was going to do. Why no angels didn't come? Why God didn't tell him nothing? That is an indication that he had authority in the army of God, and God honored what he wanted to do. He cursed those children. 2 she-bears came out the woods and devoured them kids, killed them. You know what a bloody mess that was? That was a bloody mess, buddy. Can you imagine who had to clean that up? Can you imagine who had to clean that up? But guts and everything. Blood everywhere, gore. That was very, very probably a lot of gore. That's the word you use in that situation. 2 she-bears devouring 42 children. Yeah, I believe that. I believe that. I do believe that. And a preacher can't tell you why God let it happen, did he? Can he? See, these days, I'm going to tell you what. You ain't got no Christians with no background, no backbone. They ain't got no backbone. Excuse me. They ain't got no backbone. They don't believe in war or nothing. They don't believe that at some point you might have to go to war is what I'm saying. Well, they support the military though, but you don't believe in war. You don't believe we fight against flesh and blood, but you support the military. Make it make sense. You make it make sense. You don't believe we fight against flesh and blood, but you support the military. Many of you Christians have military family members. But you talking about we don't fight against flesh and blood. That's a 7. That's what I'm saying. You have become a behavioral club. Half of these Christian churches is a behavioral club. Be on your best behavior. That's not what the kingdom of God consists of. Not only being on your best behavior. And you want me to tell you how I know? Because if the prophet Elisha was in your current communities in America, and he cursed 42 children just for taunting his head, that he had a bald head. Yo, if that had happened in our community, all these Christians would ban against that man, saying he is of the devil. He how can he do that? All he should have did was ignore that. Why he even listening to kids anyway? That's what you would say. Why is he even listening to these kids? Why couldn't he just ignore that? He should have had the fruit of the Spirit. He should have been more mature spiritually than that. Why he gonna curse those children just for taunting his head? He should have just laughed that off, if anything. He didn't laugh it off. He cursed them, and the 2 she-bears devoured the kids and killed the kids. And if a man of God had done that in your society here in America right now, you'll be sitting up talking about, oh no, that ain't no man of God. That man is crazy. He's a witch or a warlock or something. Well, the prophet Elisha wasn't. He cursed 42 children. 2 she-bears came out. God honored it. And the man, and God didn't say he was going to do it. He honored the man of God. It's an indication he gives his prophets power to do things. They have access to the kingdom of God. They have power, they have access to the power of the kingdom of God. I told you. Because you can't tell me that God said he was going to do it. He honored his prophet. Why these other Christians talking about God is going to do what he want to do? Why these other Christians are telling you, let God do it. Don't try to be God. Then what did the prophet Elijah do? Huh? God didn't say he was going to do that. He honored the man of God, and those children died. Children now. Children died. Now, what y'all got to say? That's for you, FBI, military, police. Those children died. What you gonna say? What you want to do about it? Now, back to my subject at hand. I'm just going to conclude. Okay? In the African American community, you need to stop being desensitized to your own killings, to you killing each other. Look up the word desensitized. Look it up. Do your research on the psychological part on it as well. It's a whole big world of, every word really is. Everything you could be, it's a whole world of information on it. Look up the world of information on being desensitized.